Hello everyone, welcome to Storytime. Today's featured story is The Three Musketeers. A long time ago, in a beautiful part of France called Gascony, where people were known for their hot tempers and their courage, there lived a young man named D'Artagnan. Hello, D'Artagnan. His greatest dream was to become a musketeer, one of the very special guards of the King of France. One day, D'Artagnan's father presented him with a letter and said, "Son, the time has come for you to make your fortune in Paris. Take this letter to Monsieur de Treville. He is a fellow Gascon and captain of the King's Musketeers. He will help you." Then he added, "Listen carefully, for what I'm about to tell you is of utmost importance." Let's listen in. "Always defend your honor and always be determined and courageous." What great advice his dad gave him. Eager to embark on his new life, D'Artagnan set off for Paris, on the old family horse. Now the horse made a very loyal companion, but also a funny looking one, since it happened to be covered in spots. Do you guys see the spots? En route to Paris, D'Artagnan came to the town of Meung, where he crossed paths with a noble and his lackeys. "Will you look at that horse?" said one haughty nobleman. "I have never seen such a ridiculous sight. It is covered in spots." Chuckling, one of his lackeys replied, "Why, with all those spots, it looks more like a cow than a horse." And with that, all the men laughed loudly at D'Artagnan and his horse. D'Artagnan doesn't look very happy. Let's see what happens next. Remembering his father's words, D'Artagnan bravely declared, "Here, in my hand, is a very important letter of introduction that will permit me to become a musketeer. Neither I nor my horse will be mocked by the likes of you." Singling out the nobleman, he added, "I demand an apology, or we will face off in a duel." Ooh, that means they're going to fight with their swords. I can't wait to see this. The men laughed even harder and shoved D'Artagnan. Oh no! When he tried to fight back, he lost his balance and fell into a deep mud puddle. The men continued to laugh uproariously as they left the scene. Did he really think he was going to win that duel? Let's get out of here, guys. After D'Artagnan managed to get up and cleaned off as best as he could, he realized that nasty nobleman had stolen his precious letter. Isn't that the letter that his dad gave him? Oh no! Armed with determination that his father had spoken of, D'Artagnan continued his journey. He no longer had the letter, but he still had his dream of becoming a musketeer. Go, D'Artagnan, go! When at last D'Artagnan arrived in Paris, he wasted no time in calling on Monsieur de Treville and requesting an audience with him. That's right, Monsieur de Treville's impressive antechamber was filled with musketeers waiting for their turns to meet with him. As D'Artagnan looked about in awe, wow, a loud voice suddenly announced, "D'Artagnan, Monsieur de Treville will see you now." When he entered Monsieur de Treville's chamber, D'Artagnan noticed that the captain was in a foul mood. He looks angry. Before even greeting D'Artagnan, Monsieur de Treville called for 3 of his musketeers, Athos, Porthos, and Aramis. However, only Porthos and Aramis appeared, explaining that Athos had been seriously injured in a fight the night before. I wonder what happened. Looking very annoyed, Monsieur de Treville said to both of them, I know the disturbance you caused last night. As the king's musketeers, you cannot go about picking fights, resisting arrest, and sword fighting. There is a law against dueling. Then, having expressed his displeasure, Monsieur de Treville dismissed the musketeers. You are dismissed! Finally, alone with Monsieur de Treville, D'Artagnan introduced himself. Hello, Monsieur de Treville. My name is D'Artagnan. He told him of his wish to become a musketeer and all about his unpleasant encounter with the nobleman in Meung who had stolen his letter of introduction. Impressed by his fellow Gascon's sense of honor, courage, and determination, Monsieur de Treville offered to write D'Artagnan a new letter recommending him to the Royal Academy so he could pursue his dream of becoming a musketeer. As Monsieur de Treville was penning the letter, D'Artagnan looked out the window and quite unbelievably saw the mysterious nobleman from Meung. There he is! Without waiting for his new letter, he bolted after him. While in pursuit of the man, hot-headed D'Artagnan accidentally plowed into Athos, the musketeer who had been injured in the previous night's fight. Furious with D'Artagnan for hurting his already injured shoulder, he challenged him to a duel at 12 o'clock. Ow! We will duel at 12 o'clock. D'Artagnan accepted the challenge. D'Artagnan then resumed his chase. He's still trying to catch that guy. This time, riding head-on into pompous Porthos and accidentally exposing that Porthos's belt buckle only had gold on one side instead of both. Hey, why is your belt buckle doesn't have gold on both sides? Embarrassed, Porthos challenged D'Artagnan to a duel at 1 o'clock. Oh no! We will duel at 1 o'clock for embarrassing me. D'Artagnan accepted the challenge. Again, D'Artagnan tried to resume his pursuit of the mysterious man from Meung. As he looked around, he saw Aramis, who was chatting with some nobles. He was also unaware that he was standing on a lady's handkerchief. Hey, you're standing on that woman's handkerchief. D'Artagnan picked up the handkerchief and handed it to Aramis, who then accused him of having been rude for drawing attention to the matter. He then challenged D'Artagnan to a duel at 2 o'clock. Another duel at 2 o'clock! For the third time, D'Artagnan accepted the challenge. So he has a duel at 12, a duel at 1, and another one at 2. What is he going to do? Now faced with the prospect of 3 duels in a row against excellent swordsmen, D'Artagnan realized that his chances of winning were not very good. Worried, yet determined, he courageously headed off to confront his opponents. When D'Artagnan arrived at the agreed-upon location, Athos was already there waiting for him and was soon joined by Porthos and Aramis. Here we go. Let the dueling begin. D'Artagnan got into position, and Athos did the same. Just as the duel was about to begin, the men were unexpectedly interrupted by the troop of the cardinal's guards. With their swords drawn and ready to fight, the cardinal's guards rushed onto the scene, declaring, Stop! Stop at once! There is a law against dueling! You are all under arrest! But the Musketeers would not allow the cardinal's guards to arrest them, and the guards would not back down. D'Artagnan had a decision to make. Would he fight? Would he fight on the side of the cardinal's guards, or would he side with the king's musketeers? Without hesitating, D'Artagnan joined the ranks of the Musketeers. A spirited sword fight ensued, with D'Artagnan using excellent sword technique and his best maneuvers. Hi-ya! Hi-ya! Ri-ta! Hi-ya! Thanks to him, the king's 3 musketeers soundly defeated the cardinal's guards. Hip, hip, hooray! The 3 musketeers were not only thankful for D'Artagnan's loyalty, but also impressed by his skillful fighting. They now had a great respect for this young, hot-tempered, and courageous Gascon, and welcomed him into their fold, making him the unofficial 4th musketeer. Oh wow! His dream has come true. When the king heard of this brawl, it was quite a fight, right? He was not pleased. Oh no. However, he was curious to know more about this man named D'Artagnan who had helped defeat the cardinal's guard. So the king called for a meeting with him. Although the king could not approve of reckless dueling, he was still very interested in recruiting the best swordmen for his guard. When D'Artagnan met with the king, he described the battle against the cardinal's guard in great detail. First we did that, and then we came from behind, and we spun around and struck them. Impressed, the king rewarded D'Artagnan with a large sum of money. Wow! D'Artagnan, in the gesture of camaraderie with the 3 musketeers, shared the king's reward with them. Wow, how generous! D'Artagnan was overjoyed at having met the king and at having earned the respect and the friendship of the 3 musketeers. He was now well on his way to becoming a real musketeer of the guard, and hoped one day he would cross paths again with that mysterious man from Meung. All for one and one for all. And that was the story of the 3 musketeers. The end. Thanks so much for stopping by. If you would like more stories from my channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.